Hi, my name is Karthik. For short, people call me Kai. I'm a deaf person.
What inclusion means, perspectives of people with disability.
So the deaf community, it's like any other community. They have their own culture, they have their own language. It's not any different to any other community. Regarding disability and deafness, I think there's a perception or a generalisation that deaf people are disabled. But as a deaf person, I don't consider myself to have a disability. The reason I say that is because I consider myself to be a cultural and linguistic minority group, a member of that group. So we believe that society out there, in essence, makes us disabled because of the lack of modifications or adjustments in society that allows us to participate fully. But had those been changed, then we wouldn't be disabled at all. There's been times where people have underestimated me as a person and felt that my abilities would be lesser to whatever else someone else can do. And I think the focus is often on what I can't do, the fact that I can't hear, in the absence of all the other things that I can do as an individual. So for me, the word inclusion, I think that means that you have access to whatever is available in society. So if I feel like I want to participate in something, then I don't necessarily have to ask for modifications to be put in place. It would be there already. I think it's fantastic when hearing people show interest and they're excited to want to be able to use Auslan to communicate. I love that. And there's always, in any instance, a line though. If you are a hearing person and you approach, maybe in the work environment, let's use a work environment for an example, and you're familiar with a person who might be deaf, and then you might want to then try to sign to that work person, a work colleague, I think that's okay because you have a relationship with that person already and there's some relevance there. Quite often I see people coming up to me and say, hey, I know the alphabet, and then A, B, C, and that becomes a bit boring after a while. You know, I think if we're able to get a bit more complex in the conversation that we have, that would be great. And if we start with A, B, C, and then we scaffold on top of that with the same person, excellent. But if I'm just getting A, B, C all the time, then yeah, not so much fun. So 3 tips for how to communicate with a deaf person. Well, me. It's important that you face me when you want to communicate with me and look me in the eye. If we have a mobile phone handy, we'll be able to use the text messaging or just typing messages on the phone. That's a great strategy to communicate with someone who's deaf. And if you're lucky enough and an Auslan interpreter is available, I would prefer to have an Auslan interpreter because that just guarantees that you're able to exchange as much information as you want naturally.
For more information and courses on disability advocacy, visit daru.org.au.